Welcome and thanks for watching. Join me in the next couple of videos as we take a look at HomeKit compatible security cameras. So the next couple of videos, we'll be taking a look at two HomeKit compatible security cameras. And those two will be the D-Link Omna 180 Cam HD and the Logitech Circle 2 wired. And both of these cameras are certified to work with Apple HomeKit. So today we're going to start with this Omna 180 Cam HD from D-Link. I'll go ahead and unbox this, do a quick setup, and have a short demo, and then I'll share my thoughts about the camera with you. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. So we're going to take a look at the Omna 180 Cam HD from D-Link. So if we take a look at the box, for our focus again, it works with Apple HomeKit. Some of the specs: it has 180-degree view of vision, 1080p full HD. It has a micro SD card slot to record and save your videos. It has motion detection, two-way audio, and night vision. And it shows the model number as DSHC310. The back of the box reads a new perspective, and in the box is the cam, power adapter, and looks like it reads quick installation guide underneath the price. And this is the Omna, the other side. Top of the box, D-Link logo. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Move the plastic and lift the top. Nice little vacuum seal there. And here we have the Omna 180 Cam HD. The camera itself, it's a little smaller than a soda can. The top has a plastic protector, D-linked, looks like an LED, some vent holes on the bottom. From what I've read, this camera runs kind of hot, but it shouldn't really be a problem. On the bottom there is a reset button and a micro SD slot, and it doesn't come with a micro SD, so I'll have to use one of my own. And to keep in mind, if you buy it, you'll need to also purchase a micro SD card if you want to record the video. On the back there is a USB plug for power and the HomeKit code so that I can pair this with the Home app. Overall, it feels like it's aluminum. Looks pretty sturdy. It was meant to be used on a desktop or a flat surface, to sit on a flat surface. It's smaller than I thought it was, so that's good. It's a little more compact than I initially thought it would be. It is smaller than the image on the box. I thought it was going to be I thought this was the actual size on the box, and I thought it was kind of large, and the actual camera is smaller than what's displayed on the box. So we'll set that aside and see if there's anything else in the box. Here's the quick start guide. Need help, technical support number. And a D-Link GPL code statement. Underneath here, we lift that away, we have, looks like a plug adapter, and this is the power adapter and cord. Looks like that's all that's in the box. Yeah, There's nothing underneath there. Nothing here. So this is the for the power. And I guess we slip this. And this probably comes with different plugs for different regions. So for North America, this is what's included. It's like we just slide this in and it's ready to plug into a wall outlet. So let's go ahead and go through a quick setup before we place this in its permanent home. I believe I'm gonna place this in the kitchen to kind of overlook a sliding door and windows for security. But for now, let's go ahead and do a quick setup and see how that works. To get power, I will remove the protective film on the lens. And the LEDs have come on. So to pair this, I'll go into the Home app and hit the plus sign to add an accessory. Then I will scan the HomeKit setup code. And there it is, the Omna 180 Cam HD. Add accessory to network. I'll allow. It says Omna 180 Cam HD has been added. And for room, this is actually going to go in the kitchen as I mentioned earlier, so I'm going to pick kitchen, and I'm going to just, I guess I'll leave the name Omna 180 Cam HD. And done. I'll click next, and there's a motion detector or motion detection sensor on here, and I'll leave that. Well, let me rename it. I'm gonna call it the Omna motion, so I know which one it is, because I have an Ecobee that also has a motion sensor, and I don't want to confuse those. So let's call it a detector. Done. And let's go ahead and include that in the favorites. Did I hit the, yeah, the camera's in favorites. So let's hit next and done. So let's go ahead and take a look, and there is the setup. You can kind of see the camera there. And me working with setup. Getting a little feedback from the camera. So let's go ahead and place this where it needs to go. In the kitchen. Let me turn that off all the way down. I'm getting a lot of feedback. And we'll do a quick setup and review. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Omna app. And here is the app. If you click the upper left menu, there are selections for accessories, my homes, room settings, sign in if you have an account with Omna or D-Link, and about, which tells you the version number for the app, and in this case it's version 1.0.4 build 9. And in the upper right we can add a new camera or an extra camera, and it gives you the HomeKit setup code when you click the next button. So let's go back to the main app screen, and if you click the Omna 180 Cam HD in the center, it'll give you a live view. There's a camera icon so that you can take a photo. There is a microphone button in the middle if you want to speak on the microphone that's built into the camera. So the way you speak is you tap the microphone button once, then you can speak, tap it again to stop. And then here is the speaker icon, so you can turn the audio for the camera on or off. And again, with the camera button, you can take a photo and look at the photos with the photo icon in the upper right, and we can view the photo we just took. If we go back and click on the up arrow on the bottom, we have the live view again. We have the SD playback button. So here we can play back clips that are stored on the SD card. So let's go back a couple days to 29th, hit done, and we can see the videos loading. And this is going to be played back from the SD card. Let's go ahead and find a clip that we can play back here. Let's play this one. So this is a clip from a few days ago where I'm taking a look at the camera. And we can stop it. There's also options to download it, download that clip, and trash the clip. And then we have the settings. Here we can change the name if we want to. Pick the room that it's in. Choose to include in favorites or not. Turn the motion detection on or off. SD recording on or off. Set the time zone. Firmware upgrade. And I believe as of now I have the latest firmware. Yes, I do, which is version 1.3. And we can turn night vision on or off. Anti-flicker, and then we also have a status LED, and we can hide LED. So there's an LED on the front of the camera, and we can choose to turn that on or off, or hide it rather, so that when it's being used, whoever may be looking at the camera won't know that it's in use. And that pretty much does it for the Omna app. And if we look at HomeKit, or the Home app, we go into where the camera is, we can see it listed in the room, and there is a live kind of snapshot. If we press on it, you can get a live view, and if we depress, we can get the whole camera view on there. And we have controls to control the volume or the level of the speaker, and also to be able to turn the microphone on and off.
So our house has a pretty open floor plan, which is one of the reasons we fell in love with it and bought it. The 180-degree field of view from the Omna 180 HD cam can help us monitor this entire area, which includes this family room and the kitchen behind me. And this is what the video looks like in low light.
So that'll wrap it up for us today and the D-Link Omna 180 Cam HD. And it's been a really good camera to monitor areas in our home. This one specifically is looking over the kitchen and the family room area. One thing I did want to note though is when this camera switches from a daytime to night vision mode, it has a tendency to trigger the motion detection sensor. So right when the room's about to get dark and it switches to night vision mode, it'll trigger the motion detector. And the first couple times it happened, I was like, what's going on? Why is it doing that? But I noticed it happened around the same time of day, and that the camera is in a night vision mode because of the lower light level. And so just keep in mind that that will trigger your motion detector, and I've had alerts on my phone, and I just know it happens, and I just ignore those alerts around that time of day. But you know, I always check just to be sure no one's roaming around inside the house. So it's a good camera. It's been dependable. It's pretty quick. When I summon the video, it comes on pretty fast in the Home app. And the Omna app will give you a few more options on how you can view the video and view recorded video from the SD card. So it's a good camera. I recommend it. It's one of the few HomeKit compatible cameras on the market now. We'll be taking a look at the second one in the next video, and that is the Logitech Circle 2. So if you found this video useful, please again like, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel. So thanks again for joining me, and until next time, take care and be safe.